Hello and welcome back to Rei-Jin-G-Lu-P. So last video was a lot of fun. As soon as I finish recording a video, the first thing I do is open up the video just to make sure that there was no audio problems or anything. And I did that and I just got hooked and I pretty much watched the whole thing again. Not most chunks of it. So it was just so many crazy things happening. Yeah, Kanzo completely just dropped a nuke on his own team in that feast, and crazy. And then we also had the crazy whole thing with Yoshi. So yeah. Yeah. I was thinking that too. I mean, the thing is, basically what's happened is you've just taken a town. They've never played a werewolf before or anything, right? And it's just this small town of random people, and then you've thrown them into a life or death werewolf game. I mean, it's crazy. I'm imagining my grandma, my 80-year-old grandma being thrown into this game, which you've never done anything like this. I mean, it would just be mayhem. So it makes sense that this type of stuff is happening. But yeah, I mean, you would probably have honestly, you'd have probably half the people just saying what the role is on day one, special roles, because they just wouldn't know. They wouldn't know the strategy. And they're just in this weird situation. They don't know what to do. So it kind of makes sense. But yeah, if they had a chance to practice and play the game 100 times or even 10 times or 3 times, and then do it, they would be better. But they don't have that. They're just thrown into this weird situation. Now, there is Kanzo. He has been in Feast before. But it sounds like it's been 10 years ago was the last one. He's only done this 3 times in his life. And they were so many years ago. So it kind of makes sense that you could just snap, But yeah. He basically, like I said, used the feast to commit suicide. I mean, even if he was gonna, he didn't want to live anymore, it would have been better just to say, hey, why don't you guys just vote and I'll hang myself tonight in my room. That would have been better for the villagers than what he did, but anyways. Yeah, by the way, he also did this. The way he manipulated Kanto into attacking Yasu. So true, yeah. 100%. I mean, I think people are naturally built to adjust to their surroundings, So, I mean, if you put them in a crazy enough situation, they'll just get used to that. Like prison and stuff like that. I mean, people get used to it. Yep. Yeah. Yasu's kind of let me down in that last one. He was not. He was not as good as he could have been. He may be a better wolf than he is a villager. Because yeah, I mean, I just really think somebody there. You die totally did, but somebody there should have realized this is not. He's not a wolf. He's not doing this because he's a wolf. He's doing this because he's him, and he's snapping. You know, there's no reason to suspend the feast to kill him. It's silly. What? That was so ominous. Uh, uh, that was funny. It probably would have been funny even if it was just him. But like her, I mean, what? She hasn't been like such a big threat. But I don't know. That was good. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hashimoto. You are in a tough spot. No, he's shaken by how useless that day was. How harmful it was is really the better term. He suspects you. He's freaking smart. Now, I mean, the thing is, right now with the claim, like he can't push you, but it's just it's in his mind. I don't know about this whole thing. Should be good. So now we have promised. I always blank on her name, Kaori, that we would kill Yasu tonight. So I did think about this. The one good thing about saying you viewed Yasu is if you were planning on killing him anyways. So that makes sense because then you can say it makes your claim look more real. Like you can argue tomorrow the wolves killed Yasu because you cleared him. You said he was good. And the reason you weren't killed is because the bodyguard exists. You know, those are both things that can be argued. We still have no idea who the bodyguard is, by the way. But I mean, even it could even be possible from the wolf's perspective. You know, that Yasu was the bodyguard. So even with your fake story, so. The only negative, maybe. Huh. I don't know. I guess it'd be hard. You could see this happening. This is more like anime logic or like game logic or whatever. But if they somehow figured out, let's say they find out Kaori's a wolf, and they figured out that we targeted Yasu because of Kaori, because she wanted to kill her sons first, then like Yudai could think, okay, so you guys knew you were going to kill Yasu that day, therefore maybe that's why you said, oh, Yasu is human. You know, it could be something that points to us. Alright, sorry, I'll stop tangenting. This game makes my brain go places, so okay. Okay, so Hashimoto's the name everyone calls him. I always call him Yudai. But Yudai is probably his last name and Hashimoto's his first, or vice versa. It's probably vice versa. Yes, is such a weird kill, though. Like, shouldn't it be Yoshi? Like, you know? I mean, Yoshi has the power. We don't think Yasu does. I mean, he could. I mean, I guess if you want to try to hit the bodyguard, it makes sense to go after Yasu more because he's more likely to be a bodyguard. But and the best thing actually I think about this false claim is now that it's been pulled off. I mean, there was a huge risk. The reason there was such a big risk is it relies on Takumi being the seer. If he wasn't, it's ruined, you know? But because you weren't countered, the bodyguard should be protecting you now. So now you can pick your kills and you don't even have to worry about the bodyguard anymore. So that's pretty nice. That is like probably my favorite thing about the false claim in general. Is that, I mean, if you could fool the bodyguard into protecting you every night, I mean, oh my god. And then you even have the reason for why you're never being killed is the bodyguard's protecting you every night. It's crazy. Like, it's insanely good for your team that it was pulled off. But the odds of it being pulled off were pretty small, so. He may argue for Yoshi.
どっちをやるの？兄ちゃん？よしくん？ならないで。
その前に苦しんでくれませんか?
What? Stop being the crazy, weird person that wants to determine the emotions of everyone around you. Like, how about you just deal with yourself and leave people alone? Jesus Christ.
苦しむ？
ええ。苦渋の決断ですよね。
Oh my god. Dude, he really feels like a psychopath right now. Like, he gets joy out of, like, watching people around him suffer, and so if they're not suffering, he doesn't enjoy it. Like, this is crazy. Oh my god. Really dislike him right now. Not in general, but this. I don't like the way he's, like, being. It's ugh. Like, he's literally trying to make them suffer.
これじゃあ強靭じゃないか。僕だってこの力を持って生まれた日からいるべき場所を間違えた方を送り返すにはそれなりの共感と同情と罪悪感を持ってやってきました。僕らが平然としていたら僕らがやってることの正しさは消えるんですよ。
私たちが苦しんでないとでも?
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. What he's sad about is you're not showing it to him so he can feed off of it.
苦しんでるんですか?
ええ。泣いたりわめいたりするのがもう私はあなたに迷惑。あなたと違って私たちは狂わないとあなたにはついていけない。
それでも普通は狂い方なんてみんな知ら。 あと、はるちゃんは僕のせいにはするな。香り生き残れた時に君にも。じゃあ、そうね。死ねばいいじゃん。
That's creepy.
あらら。
こんな茶番たくさんだ。
I'm really kind of despising her guy right now.
なら、早く。そうね。早く。
Wow. This is cool. I didn't really think we'd have this decision. So she's fine with it. Either way, huh? I mean, really? Especially, oh my god, after yesterday? Or today's feast? You kill, you die, and you win. Because they're not good. Like, you die as the threat. He's gonna figure everything out. Or, you know, I mean, he's by far the most likely to do that. And he's also cleared. So he's not even, like, that bad of a target. It's not even like you're killing the suspect. But we promised we're gonna kill one of these two. So we got the priest. The priest isn't a threat right now. Like, what is he gonna do? He's gonna say that, that Kanzo is human, which everybody freaking knows, and they decide to kill him anyways, because whatever. But Yasu's actually a bigger threat, and he should not be bodyguarded, right? The fact that we have a... Yeah, honestly, Yoshi should be more likely to be bodyguarded than him. It should be As long as the bodyguard is fooled by our seer reveal, then they're protecting us. Let's kill Yasu. All Yoshi does is add chaos to the game. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I just said, and which drives me crazy that they use the feast to kill somebody that everyone knows is human. It's so stupid. But okay. The only bad thing is, who leads the feast now? There's only one leader in the feast. Who is that? That's kind of bad. Oh, God. Let's just... Yeah, you die, run the whole show. That's not good for us. But it's good for entertainment, though. I'm looking forward to it. Not really. They're just gonna... Yeah, they're gonna be shocked, and then they're gonna follow Yudai, and Yudai is not gonna be shocked. He's gonna be completely calm and in control. I think he'd be medium.
安永君で
わかったわ。兄ちゃんと
ことに及ぶにあたり、
何かしら。
今日は二人で手を下して、
昨日
土壇場で後ろから刺されるのはごめんだからだよ。
What? Oh, because of the... Okay. I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like maybe the mother will just snap, you're hurting her son.
そんなこと。でも。
徹底的にやってください。
Oh, yeah, that actually kind of happened that one time. Okay.
それは。
僕らの痕跡が残ったり、メッセージを残されたりすることを防ぐ。
わかったわ。
This is kind of partly done for your pleasure, too. I feel like it kind of is.
ならないで。
Oh, boy.
はるちゃんはああいうのが好きね。
You know, honestly, I mean, I'm not regretting it or anything. I want to see what happens here. But I honestly do feel like our winning percentage is better if we kill Yoshi. Just because. Like I said, we're only leaving one leader. That's a problem. I don't really feel like Yasu's a threat right now, so I don't mind leaving him alive. But also, like, we're increasing the odds of both of our partners snapping by killing Yasu. That's pretty bad. I mean, that's the person Haru cares about the most now, and the person that Kaori cares about the most, or at least tied.
どうしたんですか？
開かないわ。
He's bodyguarded. But why? Why would they not protect us?
え？
私もやってみる。他の部屋はどうかしら。
Yeah, it's because he's bodyguarded. You've already chosen your kill. I said this yesterday, that maybe when you're bodyguarded, the door just won't open. Makes sense. That's a crazy pick, though. I mean, did they not believe us? Did they second guess? Did they, like, triple bluff us and say, nope, the wolves are going to think that I'm protecting the seer, so therefore they're not going to target him, and so I'm going to protect somebody else? It's interesting, though. Yep.
つまり、雲。そう。
いや、あの状況で。
We shouldn't have protected it, or protected it. They should have protected you. Most likely.
一番重要な椅子に座ったことを理解して彼を守る。
No.
当然の決断だ。
Now this is interesting. So that probably means, just based on psychology, right? The person who would think that protecting Yasu is the most important. That's someone that lives in the village. It's not Mamiya. There's zero chance she would protect him. So okay. We know it's not Meiko. Rikaku, maybe. Either of the brothers, maybe. Mochi... I don't know, man. Mochi's pretty smart and pretty ruthless. I don't know if he would have protected there. Then again, he voted on us last time. So he may not believe our seer reveal. He could. The grandma, that feels like something the grandma would do. She would just do whatever. She would do something based on town politics instead of strategy. So maybe. But I feel like this rules out the reporter from being, rules out Mamiya from being the bodyguard. But they won't. The town won't know unless the spider reveals it, and the spider revealing would be great for us right now. Oh, you gonna say what I'm gonna say, or what I just said? It gives us some info about who the spider is. There's someone that would be from the town and etc. Awesome. Love it. Because, see, if this is a bad written game, not only do they not... They may not even think about that. They may just have, whatever, Mamiya protected Yasu, haha. You know? And there's no psychology. Like, it's not consistent. And so then, therefore, you can't read into what they're doing. But it is consistent. The characters are all consistent with who they are. Because it's well written. So therefore, you can piece things together. It's really cool. I love it. I love it. That is just what I said. 100%. Yeah, they would not... Yoshi would have been a more likely bodyguard target. It's the political reason. It's somebody that is influenced by him, thinking he's a good leader. We need him to stay alive. And they don't think Yudai... They don't realize how good Yudai is. Because Yudai is the leader I would protect. If I was going to protect a leader, I'm protecting Yudai. So, I mean, it's not someone that's like me. It's someone that lives in this town and is thinking on a different wavelength. Yeah, I know. The grandma makes a lot of sense. Kyo. See, Kyo's smart and kind of cunning. I don't know if he would do it. Rikaku I did think about. The grandma makes 100% sense. I think that's actually who the grandma would protect. With no Takumi around. Who? She didn't protect Takumi yesterday, though. How does that make any sense? Oh, wow. Could we go all the way back? We could really use the psychology, right? Because why would she have not protected Takumi yesterday? Takumi's who she cared about. Maybe she protected Kanzo? But Takumi was hinting special, but she couldn't realize it because she doesn't think like about that type of stuff. She's not thinking about the strategy. Yeah, that's possible. Maybe she protected Kanzo yesterday. Kyo, I feel like, is less likely. I don't think it was a good protection choice. So Kyo, like, a little bit smarter, a little bit more conniving with, like, who you protect and not really about, you know, the people. Rikaku, I mean, she's kind of a mystery. I mean, I feel like she could have protected him. But I don't feel like it's as obvious as the grandma. I feel like the grandma would have protected Yasu. Okay, thank you for repeating that. I was thinking that was the case, but I wasn't 100% about that. So Spider cannot protect themselves. I feel like it's maybe the grandma. So one thing you could push... It's a little risky. You maybe would want someone like Haru to say it tomorrow. Like, we're going to say tomorrow that we viewed Haru and she was a human. So you could have Haru come forward tomorrow and say, hey, there was no kill. Well, maybe she wouldn't be the one to point this out. Somebody else will point out there was no kill because the spider protected whoever was targeted. And then you have Haru say, well, then we should have the spider come forward and say who they protected. And because honestly, that would be good for us. That is not something that should happen, but Haru can suggest it, and maybe people will go along with it. And then even if Yudai wins out by convincing everyone that's a bad strategy, just because Haru promoted a bad strategy wouldn't make her suspicious. So I think it would be worth a risk. And you can also watch people and see how they react when she says that. Maybe you can pick up something. I feel like it's the grandma, though. That's my most likely guess for the spider. Good point. Good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he's got a thing for her big time. I would flip that. I think who would Tay protect? She would protect Yasu. Rikaku is not dumb at all. I feel like she maybe still would do it. She would still protect him, but I mean, it's possible that Rikaku would not think that that was the best strategy. I'm not sure. I feel like Tay would think that protecting Yasu was the best strategy, so. Oh god, yeah, this is bad. No, we need to kill the freaking snake tomorrow. And we can't kill Yoshi. Oh, this is so bad. This may result in a bad end. But how are they going to get a quick end? I don't know about that. Unless Kaori just snaps. But... because the thing is, we can't... like, killing Yoshi right now, it almost outs Kaori. If we kill Yoshi tomorrow, it almost outs Kaori as the wolf. Because it's like, okay, so the wolves tried to kill Yasu and failed, and so then they killed his brother. And it just kind of... it's pointing too strongly to the real reason that we're targeting those two. No. We have to go for the bodyguard tomorrow. Oh, she is a bad partner, dude. The kill should have been you die tonight. Ugh. They also gave us, right? There was an option on day one to kill you die. I'm almost positive he was bodyguarded. But... because the route would be too different. Or that was day 2, huh? Huh. Maybe there's 2 completely different routes. Because if the Grand was the bodyguard, I can imagine she would protect Yudai. So maybe that is Ryoku. I don't know. What do you mean?
僕が狂ってる？いやいや、そりゃずるいよ。先に狂ったのはそっちじゃないか。
He creeps me out of this route, man. Wait, what? The crow? Am I wrong about who that is? No, that's Yoshi's role, right? That's not what they should be pretending to do. They could pretend to be the Raven. Or do I have it backwards? Shit. They could pretend to be the bodyguard. The spider protector, or they could pretend to be the spider. What on earth? Okay, I'm really starting to get confused here. I'm pretty sure the crow is the one that can... Ah, shit. Hold on a second here. Okay, yeah. The crow is Yoshi's role. This is ridiculous, dude. I already argued in the last video that there's no reason for evil to ever counter Yoshi's claim. To now just count that's ridiculous. I think what they should do is if they're about to be lynched, they could say they're the spider, and then maybe that will out the real spider, and that's good for us anyways. Like even we kind of trading a wolf for a spider right now. It's not ideal, like that we're losing a wolf, but at least we doubt the spider. Oh, because they can't protect themselves? That's what I'm always saying about the seer. But you mean because they can't protect themselves, and the seer can always claim that they're protected? Like maybe that's why they weren't killed? Okay. I mean, I agree, but that's kind of true with the snake too. To a little bit lesser degree. But I mean, there's still no reason. He's wrong about this strategy. The problem is if you pretend to be the crow, it's not believable. So therefore they'll know you're a wolf and they'll lynch you. If you claim to be a spider, it's believable. And yes, you'll be outed soon after, but that's what's going to happen anyways. You're just delaying your death. But maybe you'll out the real seer or a real spider in the meantime. It's totally worth it. No, wrong. Because nobody is going to believe you trying to be the crow. That would be so stupid. Like, you're about to be lynched. You're like, hey, no, don't do it. I'm the crow, guys. I just didn't want to counter yesterday. And, yeah, there's no, it doesn't make any sense. What? Of course. Yeah. That's a thing. That's totally a thing. That's a way you can be outed right now. If Haru gets lynched and Yoshi's still alive, then they can say Haru was a wolf, and then they'll know for a fact that we're evil. Guaranteed. And we'd have to either be a wolf or a badger. So that would have been a good reason to target Yoshi last night, which is obviously the right choice because we got blocked. But yeah, that is the big threat with Yoshi. Yoshi's not a threat now, but Yoshi can end the game, or at least get us killed, if Haru ends up getting lynched and revealed. But because she's cleared, that she kind of shouldn't be, unless they don't believe us. So, but yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine a world where they lynch Haru tomorrow. That would be crazy. So, yeah. Worst case scenario, no, that wouldn't even work. I was gonna think what if somebody just like shot Haru, and then she got revealed as a wolf, but that doesn't get revealed even to Yoshi. So, okay. Wait, what? Hanging Rikaku? Where did that come from? Kyo is who I'd be aiming at, because he's an easy target because so many people dislike him. Of course. That goes without saying. Whoa. Whoa. Definitely a thumbnail. That's a cool ass freaking background. Holy shit. Haru doesn't look like the same person. Is that Haru? That looks more like Arya Stark. Uh-huh.
Haru-chan.
Oh my god, that's so creepy with like them both having one eye sticking out too. I love this background.
何？
僕は狂ってるのか？
Uh-huh.
さあ、私はあなたを知らないから。あなたがえげつない方法で人を殺しながら
Yeah.
人に道徳を解くのが理
Bro.
解できないだけかもね。
神様、
なんじゃ町のお方。
Is this a dream? What's going on here? I mean, you're kind of confirming it seems like that she can just switch back at will. Unless they're saying that because he's said God that it pulled the personality out, but I don't know.
僕は狂ってるんですか？
This is cool. This may be a dream, but this is freaking cool.
ここに最初においでになった頃、貴様はやり直すために死のうなどと考え
I think he's dreaming, so I don't think we can attribute mind reading right now.
まあ、決して善人
Certainly
な
not.
わけではあらせられんかったようじゃが。
だから全部安水が悪いんですよ。
Whereas Yasumizu revealing things about you.
悪かったわね。それでも私。
やりにくいな。
何が？
なんでもないよ。あのさ、
何？
本当に肝臓さんのことを
なんとも思ってない。
She never said she didn't.
織部兄弟のこともモッチーのことも。
誰も殺したくないよ。
じゃあどうして平気で振る舞うの？
そうするのが正しいからか。
正しい正しい？
私しっかりしてる。私は汚れてなんかない。私は狂ってない。おかしいのは藤吉全部よ。おかしいのは
神様とは状態のことなのか？
何か気づかれたのかの？
いえ。
So, alright, if that was not a dream, and if that God character is not real, not separate from Haru, then we basically just had at least a little bit of a reveal there. Like, even if we assume that this wasn't mind reading, but this was just, understanding human psychology and figuring it's likely that he would think this. Here. Right here. This is the reveal line. Are you the kind of person who think that I want to die to restart? So, at the very least, that God character 100% does know about the looping and understand what that means. Because it, 2 videos ago, Haruaki told Haru that he's looping. He just said, but he just used the words looping. So unless the Japanese is really specific, like I'm caught in a time loop and I'm repeating it, etc., then she wouldn't know what that meant. She would just say, she would just hear the word looping. I mean, people don't walk around. If they hear someone say, "Hey, I'm looping," they're going to be like, "Oh, you're trapped in a time loop, huh?" I mean, they would not instantly believe that, right? So she has to know about looping, period. If she's the same character as the God. The God character knows that. Really, really knows that. So that is a bit of a reveal. Because I was not sure about it. Because, like I said, in that scene, Haruaki said, "I'm looping," and the God said, "Oh, I didn't know you'd say that." Or something like that. It was vague. So they may have not understood. But now it's clear they do understand. Huh, okay. Where are we at? Oh, wow, that's a long video. Okay, that was a really cool sequence. I really like that. So, alright. Till next time.